Greetings everyone, I am Bester. Welcome to another Minecraft video. I've been taking some time off since the last one to actually look more into Redstone and all this kind of stuff. And today I'm going to share with you all the discoveries that I've made, all the stuff that I think is cool and worth to share. And I'm going to show you right here, right now. Maybe you already know because you're a Redstone expert, or you are very made just like me, and that's why I find this kind of stuff extremely cool and innovative. Okay, so for this one I'm not going to be using a video cam because I don't want to, so shut up. But I am going to show you what I have been working off. We got some big builds, I mean not that massive, some bigger than others, but let's start with the beginning, and that is the wire. So the wire is just simply like, you turn this lever down, up, and it just does light. I mean, sends a redstone signal. That's pretty much it. Secondly, we got something that might be more interesting. That's the NOT gate, and this is actually made based on real logic systems that you'll find in computers, informatics, and stuff. So the NOT gate is simple. When the thing is not activated, it's going to emit a signal because you can see there's a redstone torch here. And well, you activate something and then it just does not stay active because that's how it works. I don't make the rules. So here we have another pretty simple one that we can recreate, the OR gate. It's very easy. You just flick a lever down, any one, but it has to be at least one or two at the same time. But I don't know why you will do two since one is enough. I mean, you do as you want. Then we got the AND gates. This one is actually a little more complicated, but still relatively simple to build. Just with 3 redstone torches like this, you activate one lever, this torch goes down, the second one, and then, only then it gets activated. So it's always fun to know how to build this. It could be some cool stuff that you can add to your world or anything in general. That's pretty awesome. Then is the NOR gate. So this one is just like when one lever is just, no. Yeah, it's when one lever is changed of positions, it gets deactivated. So it's either this one or this one. But they have to be both deactivated. If you flick them both, I mean, even just one is enough to deactivate this. Second one, the NAND gate. They're actually all the other gates are ones that I really like. This one is you have to activate both levers to deactivate the redstone signal. So I find this one to be really cool because you can, I mean, if you just like lengthen the redstone signal, you can put one lever over here, another one there, and make some sort of big puzzle maze where you have to find 2 levers. I still don't know how we can make it with 3, 4, or even more levers. Maybe if you're a redstone expert, unlike me, you know how, but this is as far as my knowledge goes. Then more complicated, we got the XOR gate, or XOR gate if you prefer. It is one that will only be activated when there's one lever and not more than one, or just turned off, it doesn't work. And when they're both activated, it doesn't work either. So just one and not more than one. As a memory note, so just remember it like this, have 2 levers that look differently. That's it. That are set in a different position. And then the XNOR gate or XNOR gate is just exactly the same, but the levers have to be of the same position. As you can see here, when one level is different than the other, it doesn't work. But when they're both either turned on or off, it still works. And that's the magic of it. That's how Redstone works. So that is about that for the logic gates with Redstone. Now we're going to move on to pistons. I've got 3 examples here. A simple one is the double piston extender. Yeah, so I use a button here because if you were to use a lever, then it just stays activated and it's definitely not the same. I mean, you can definitely keep a piston activated with a lever, but that's not what we want. We want a one-time action. So here you can see it extends all the pistons that are connected here. If you want to make this longer, just repeat the system. Make sure that the redstone signal though is, with the repeaters, is longer than the input here or here, I guess. Simply because, well, it takes time for the thing to retract. That's 0.02 seconds, so that means it's 0.4 milliseconds of delay for that one. Well, you know what? Forget it. I actually build those things off of websites and stuff, so I'll just take a look when I have time, okay? So this one is also pretty easy. There's the simple piston extender that you can build, but it's just like, without the redstone torch. Here it's to have it active. Just press the button or the lever, and it's going to retract the block. So it can be used as a pitfall traps or anything, like someone is walking there and oh no, what a little bastard you are, you actually made them fall down, and there you put like cobwebs, lava, creepers and everything. Yeah, I'm giving ideas. Now here the 3x3 redstone door is definitely the build that took me the most time, especially because it's a big one, it's a complex one. You gotta move 3 blocks here. And well, I'm just going to push the button and show you how it's done. Here you go. That is how you open this door. I mean, it's not really a door, it's just more like a wall. But here it says closed, and that's cool. I mean, just take a little look or a big look at everything here. And maybe this is just fucking easy for you if you're a redstone expert, as I said. But for me, it's like it's literally 2050 or something like that. It's something straight out of the future in Minecraft. And here that's how you close it. So it can definitely be used like with stone blocks, for example, if you want to make this in a mountain. I could try to see if I can make an example out of it, that it can blend in the natural decor. But yeah, honestly, that's a good one. I really like it. I will put it in the description for download if you want, because I know that a lot of people don't know how to build this even if they want it. So I'm making it easy for you. Please subscribe and like as a thanks, okay? Now about the comparators right here. This is a little system that I built. I don't know how it should be. I think it's, yeah, this way. You got 3 levers, a redstone block, a comparator. It resurfaces again. So if I remember correctly, it's the lever that's the closest to the comparator that emits the signal. And the comparator is going to say, yeah, you're cool, I will allow the signal through. But if you try to make it with like any other lever, it's not gonna work. You really need only this one because it's the closest. And maybe you don't know this, but maybe you do. Redstone dust actually can only be active through 15 blocks, so that's why you need repeaters. It doesn't change how it powers things up unless it's like 15 blocks away without the repeater. That's not going to work. But the comparator, he notices, he knows everything. And if it's not the most powerful redstone signal, then he's gonna have a problem with you. Next up, we have a Hopper comparator. So basically, you just like drop items into the hopper. I'm gonna see. I think, I'm not sure, because of the length of this, it cannot be too much or too little. I think it's 2 stacks and and half a stack. And yeah, here it powers up. So the items don't matter. It's how much you put in. But if you put more or less, if it's too much, it's not gonna accept it, and if it's too little, like literally empty, it's not gonna accept it either. So I guess it really does change depending on how long the redstone signal is. So that was the redstone hopper comparator. Now we got the subtract comparator. So I don't exactly know how this works actually, just that there's only a certain lever that you have to activate. So if you click this one, nothing, just for half a second. Here 2, here it just flicks, and here it stays. So apparently it's this lever that you gotta activate. I think that it's just anything closer, like it's like it can be too close, it has to be at a certain distance. For example, this one. Yeah, so if you keep this one activated, it doesn't do anything because it doesn't want any power from too close to him. Apparently he wants it to stay far away. Okay, I actually think it has something to do with the signal emitted from the redstone block as well, and the comparator just picks up on how strong the signal is from that block. Okay, now it's this lever. Because here it's 3 redstone blocks. If I, yeah, okay, so I think it wants to be kind of like either the same power or like it needs it 3 times more. I don't know. I really don't know. If you're a redstone expert, again, please tell me in the comments because I have no clue myself. Now we arrive to a much bigger creation, the flip-flop. So I don't know why it's called the flip-flop, but I saw that in the community that this thing is kind of called the flip-flop. I'm going to show you why it's a flip-flop. First of all, you can probably notice that design is the same here, like it's 3 times the same build. If you push this button once, it activates the lamp on the right. You press it again, it activates the lamp in the middle. Press it again. Now it activates the 2 lamps on the right. Press it again. Turns off these 2 and activates this one instead. Press it again. And it only turns on the one on the right and on the left. And press it one more time. This time it's only the 2 on the left and this one gets turned off. And now finally, I think it's been through all 3 combinations, all 3 redstone lamps are activated, and honestly I found this thing to be just so cool. Literally you can make a random combination with this one. I just don't know, maybe you'd need like more activators in order for it to work, because if you press it again then it gets all turned off. And it actually followed an order, if you noticed. It's always going to be the same, first this one and then the ones that we saw. So yeah, it's always going to be the same order in which it activates the lamps. I don't know if it's possible to change that, if you can like tweak this thing so that it's either random or it makes a whole different combination. I guess it's also possible to add more flip-flops and more redstone lamps in order for it to be like bigger and larger. But this is honestly one that I find as cool as the 3x3 redstone door over there. It's really innovative for me. For me, this is literally nirvana. I love this kind of stuff. Maybe for you, you build this during having a breakfast, but I don't know. Again, you're talking to redstone newbie or someone who has just the minimal knowledge about it. And just to finish this off, here's the flip. The flip, why? Because, well, it's just going to flip this redstone block over there to transmit power. And honestly, I think this is such an easy design. When I played Minecraft maps, especially like the ones Mojang released back on the console edition, it had some sort of puzzles like this where you press a button and something stays activated. For me, whenever you fucking press a button, it's like, hey, but no, it's supposed to only have a second long signal or something like that. But it's just, I never knew how they made it. I believe when I was younger, I really tried to recreate the system, but I had no idea how. Maybe if I knew this when I was younger, at an early age, I would have gotten more into redstone. Yeah, that's the way you keep things activated with a button. Maybe there's an easier or more complex way to build it, but that's the one that goes for me. If you want to keep things activated, just use a lever. Like literally, a lever is easy. Just place it next to the block. But yeah, this is more advanced, and that only works for buttons then. Because if you place the lever here, it'd be meaningless. Like just put it right next to the lamp. Well, that's actually all from me, guys. I hope you learned something, enjoyed the view, the watch, the systems. I'm going to put the flip-flop and the 3x3 redstone door as download in the description of this video, because honestly for me it's the ones that are the most complex to build. The gates, I think you can recreate them easily, just pause the video, place a few blocks. But this thing, yeah, you need much more time. You need every angle, every direction. That is, if you are interested, of course, I'm not forcing anyone to download it. It's free, you're not even paying. It's if you want to experiment it yourself. With that being said, I thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe as we're rushing the 800 now. I will be very, very thankful for that. And I hope you have a nice day. We'll see us next time.